Welcome to the Julie Laughton Living Podcast, the place to get advice, tips, and tricks to building the life and luxury home of your dreams with 30-year business owner, designer, and builder, Julie Laughton. It all starts with a good plan. This is Julie Laughton Living.
Welcome back to another episode of the Julie Laughton Podcast. Don't forget to check the 7 simple steps out on my website. It'll save you a lot of time and energy if you have an outline before you start your remodel or your new construction. And today we're going to talk about the fact that it's National Home Remodeling Month in May. How exciting. Springtime, ready to get going. Here we go. So here we are in springtime. And of course, it's the perfect time to reassess, clean, purge, think about what you need done. Holidays are over, tax season's over, and it's time to get prepared for the summer entertaining and the next year. So if you want to remodel, this is a perfect time to think about it, get organized, make your checklist, purge stuff you never use, really focus on what do I need to do to make this house better, or do I need to move? So if you make changes now, you can get ready for summer entertaining and then make your checklist for the major stuff that needs to be redone. Because, you might need to overhaul the whole backyard, but at least you could freshen it up, get new cushions for the patio furniture, remodel the pool. But the thing is, it's all about getting ready and planning ahead. And it's only May, so you could pretty much be ready by summer, or really just plan, freshen up, and get ready for next summer and have it done perfect. So the big thing about remodeling, like anything else, it's just like life. You got to make a plan. If you don't have a plan, I don't know about that winging it stuff. So you have to have a plan. You need a checklist. And my advice for people is, grab photos. Take the photos of what you like and don't like, and then just pull out the ones you like and then make a list of what you like and don't like. So you kind of clear it up. Like, what do I want? What do I need? And this all turns into the plans and the remodel or the new construction. So it all starts with a good plan, which is my motto, but it doesn't happen unless the client can get it together and say, this is what I like and this is what I don't like. It's as simple as that. But your only homework when you work with me is just pull some pictures, and then I do the rest. And I take you through it and get you all the way through the project from conception to completion. And no one else works this way, by the way. So if you look at my 7 steps, it'll show you what it's going to take. And if you work with other people, for example, you'll be doing a lot more work, which makes it go longer. But with me, I actually outline how it should be done, how you should be, treated, and how you should be, helped through the process and not made to work. You're just supposed to put your dreams on paper by telling me your dreams. And the only homework you have is, what do I want? Say it out loud, and then write it down, and then grab some pictures. And that's all you have to do. I like this. I don't like this. And then I do all the rest of the work. But that's how it should work. A seamless, beautiful, stress-free process where you don't have to work. You just have to say, what do I want? And that's it. So I've done this for 30 plus years, and I specialize in, high-end custom. And that doesn't mean it's expensive. It means it's quality, because I charge a reasonable rate. For example, some people charge more. Some people have more overhead. So it's not about the cost being overpriced. It's about the cost matching the quality and the service we provide. And I'm talking about architects, interior designers, contractors, everybody associated with, when they're providing a true 5-star service, it's different than the average Joe who just shows up and says, I can do it like this, blah, 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 or do it cheaper, So you got to be careful. Cheaper is not good. Good is good. Cheap's bad. So I could go on and on. But what happens with our process as true professionals is, what screws it up is when the client tries to possibly micromanage or go out and get bids from other people and try to say, oh, I could do it cheaper, or I'm like, well, then go do it by yourself. Hey, have fun with that, because you're going to fuck it up bad. And every single client that I've ever had, I have them still today. every single time they try to do something, it becomes a disaster. And I just chuckle because they ask for it because they want cheap. And whenever you cut corners, oh my God. And then you go down that path and someone tells you, oh, I can do it cheaper. Well, there's a cost for going cheaper. So back to what makes it a nightmare for us, or what makes it difficult, is usually the client has the lack of respect for the process because they maybe don't understand it, and that's our job to explain it so we can get that out of the way day one. But if the client actually has an agenda that I just want cheap and give me some free ideas and I'm going to do this by myself, owner builder, that makes it really hard, because careful what you wish for, because you will end up getting that. So when we work with clients, all of us who are architects, interior designers, contractors, we have a process. We know how to do this. We've done it for years. We're experienced. But the only thing that trips it up is a client that won't cooperate or kind of goes behind our back and tries to talk to 10,000 other people and challenge everything. Instead of following the process and working with someone they trust, that's what happens when, that's when it goes sideways. So we have to vet the client too. And, it's not just them vetting us. So from my perspective, it's never easy when you don't have someone that wants to cooperate or respect the process. But the good news is that we have a process, and it's the same on every job. So it's quite easy and straightforward, but I just, it's the only problems we have, us professionals, is when the client goes sideways. So, yeah. Okay. So the homeowner's first question to me is, well, there's two. How long will it take, and how much will it cost? And do I have to move out? So there's three questions for remodels, but how long will it take and how much will it cost? Every single client asks that question day one, and most clients want the bottom dollar, and then they want the end date. And then what happens is, the unrealistic part is, when you do good work and 5-star, you can go fast, but it costs more. And the only thing you can't do is cheap. Well, I won't do cheap. I won't do cheap quality or sacrifice. But the only thing happens is, clients want 5-star and they want quality, and then they want you to go fast, but they got to be prepared. It'll cost more. So that's a challenge, because unfortunately you can't go faster and get cheaper, and you can't nickel and dime, because it doesn't work. So you can't say one thing and then want another thing. I have two clients doing that right now. They want high end. They want me to go faster, but they don't want to pay. And I'm like, I can't help you with that, because I have to pay for this. Going faster costs more. 5-star is 5-star. And there's no mystery, because all the subs, all the vendors, it's all the same cost. There's no mystery to what it costs to do high end and the services provided. So the budget is determined by, what do you really want? And if you want 5-star and quality, all cabinet makers are pretty much the same. All slab installers, it's all those prices are the same. So to determine the budget, what I do is I get the scope of work, and then I run a square footage number to get a quick budget. And then because of my 30 years of experience, I can actually walk through the house and come up with the budget probably in 30 minutes. It's funny, but I'm kind of good at that. So that's how I do it for the client to determine the budget. Is we discuss, what do you want in quality, and what is your scope of work? And I don't do cheap. So when I bid the cabinets, they are what they are. I don't do discount. There's no discount typed on my forehead or on my website. So it's a quality price, but you got to get the scope of work to get the price, is my point. And then numbers can be achieved quickly by doing square footage numbers all day long, just to give the client a good round figure so they're prepared. Because I like to prepare the client for what it could cost the first meeting. So there's no like, hey, I never knew that. Oh God, I don't have that kind of money. Oh my God, I can't afford that. So yeah, I get that out of the way within the first 60 minutes of meeting someone. So that's day one of the meeting. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Julie Laughton's podcast. Hope you don't mind my language. I always want to note that I'm in construction. I just say things sometimes. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one. But don't forget to check out my 7 simple steps. It explains the process. It's very helpful. Share it with your friends. And if you ever have any questions, hey, email me. I have a wealth of information to share.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Julie Laughton Living. For more information or to connect with Julie one-on-one, visit julielaughtonliving.com. And don't forget, it all starts with a good plan.